divine. Hold the line. Covenants of the deep. Kings up from Zoe.
Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Mike, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. Back on the grind here once again. Nothing too crazy happening. Today is actually the start of the Overflowing Mastery event for the end of this patch cycle, which I completely forgot that was going to be a thing. And perfect timing, I'd say, as well, because I was able to sort of get a bit of a jump start on some of those talent materials for Keqing, since I mentioned before that I do want to get her triple crowned. So we're doing well on that front. Also, over on the Love Live side of things, today is August 8th, so happy birthday to Miss Setsuna Yuki over there. One of my favorites from the Nijigasaki group. Or not August 8th, but it is supposed to be August 8th. You guys know how things are, time zones and things like that. You know, speaking of dates, since I just realized that yesterday was actually the 6th, and I was watching something pretty interesting yesterday. The EVO finals for Street Fighter 6, as well as EVO in general for a ton of the fighting games over there. Now, I've never personally been someone who's like actually ever been interested in playing or even watching fighting games. I was never good at them, and they could never like actually hold my attention. I've tried to play a few in the past. I think I've played MBC2. I've definitely played some of the Mortal Kombat games as well, and the skill ceiling is honestly just a little too high for me in terms of a lot of the frame data, mechanics, and understanding. And when it does come to any sort of fighting games, I think I'm going to have a lot more comfort in something like Smash. I know that there's like a little bit of discourse discussing like, well, is Smash actually a fighting game? Or it's a platform fighter, but it's a fighting game. You fight people. I wasn't even planning to go in and watch the EVO finals at all yesterday, but my evening was pretty dead for a while, so I just kind of figured I'd hop over to the Twitch side of things, which I rarely ever do. And Maximilian Dude was streaming the finals for Street Fighter 6. And I decided, you know what, why not? Let me go in and just watch. And when I tell you guys that I was like invested in these fights, in these matchups, I was invested, because holy hell, I was actually jumping out of my chair. I was standing up. I was screaming. I was losing it with some of the stuff that I was seeing. And I'm not even someone who's like, I don't even fully understand like a lot of the tech that goes into something like Street Fighter 6, because just seeing the drive rushes, the drive impacts, the cancelables, and the supers, it was so crazy. And seeing the players like Angry Bird and Tokido dropping a couple of those Ken combos, it was pretty intense. And every time that they did drop a combo, I lost it. None of them like lost because of those drop combos, but man, dude, the fight, the entire thing from the entire top 6 last night was crazy. I don't think I'll really ever see myself as being part of the FGC really ever, just because I don't really play fighting games all that often, if at all. Just being there and being able to experience like just a Street Fighter finals, you know, not even like 2 or 3 months after the game has been, you know, out. The way that the stands were going was just crazy.
Cryo incarnate.
Like, it was such an intense thing, and I really don't know like what to say about like the whole Memphis thing. I know that's kind of I think it's kind of an in-joke going on throughout the FGC right now, because for one of the characters, Luke's lines when he does his level 3 super, it's genuinely hard to figure out what exactly he's saying. And I knew that when I first played the open beta for Street Fighter 6 a few months back, I did use his level 3 a couple times, and I was sitting there like, what is he even saying? Either Max started this, or the community itself started this, or maybe Luke's VA just actually like did us a solid and told us exactly what he's saying. But apparently the line is like, as he's beating your head into the ground, he's just screaming, "We're all going to Memphis." And I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know, because I obviously haven't played the story mode. I don't know what Luke's whole thing is, but It's freaking hilarious. But the best part about it was that the whole crowd was getting in on it, and every time Luke was on screen and did his level 3, they chanted that battle line alongside Luke, and it was so funny. I saw the clip on Twitter after the fact once EVO was over, and the entire stadium, the entire venue, you could just hear everybody screaming Memphis, and it was so funny. It was legitimately so funny. I loved it. I've never been to an EVO. I've never traveled to like a big gaming event anywhere near the scope of EVO, but I could tell, like, just from the few times that, you know, I've seen things like E3 or Summer Games Fest or anything sort of big scale like that that is focused on gaming. These environments are something special, and this EVO, I think it was the largest EVO that's ever been held, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's kind of the implication that I was understanding. And you could definitely tell just from how the crowd was reacting and how special everything felt. It was something incredible. And man, dude, I that was just something awesome to see. Wow. Yeah, I need to get back on the whole ingredients thing. I've been slacking. But yeah, I'm not really an EVO guy. I'm not really a fighting game guy either, but I spent a little bit of time watching EVO last night, and 50,000 people in the stream. I don't even know how many were actually in the venue itself, but holy crap, that was such an amazing finals. And it went down to the wire. Hi, puppy. We went through winners semis, finals, into grands, and then of course losers semis, finals, into the grands, and a true finals reset. I am obviously familiar with how tournaments typically do work, just because I have watched Smash tournaments before, but Smash, I don't think really was made for tournaments in some regard, because Street Fighter 6 honestly just went by so much faster. Just very quick, easy rematches, very quick loads to go back and change characters. You know, stages really aren't something that you need to worry about because they're all basically the same. But regardless of all of that, I just actually really enjoyed watching EVO last night. That was something crazy that I was not expecting, and it left me pretty tired once the whole thing came to an end, because I was up pretty late watching the finals and everything. So just wanted to share that a little bit, because honestly, that was something that, you know, I've never really experienced before, but it was something so incredibly cool, and I loved it. I'm not sure how many of you guys also might have been watching it, but that was crazy. I think what I'll likely do for tomorrow is do this shared site event, since the last thing is going to be opening tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to be. I'm assuming it's supposed to be either a capture or a camera sort of event. I'm not sure. I suppose that the gadget will sort of tell me what to do once I start off, but we'll be doing that tomorrow for a video, and I am going to be going through and completing some of the overflowing mastery every day for the next week, just to catch up on talent materials, not only for Kaching, but for other characters as well. Speaking of Kaching, though, alright, so Miss Kaching is 899, and she can be 999 instead. And we are 3 levels, individual levels, away from a triple crowned Kaching. And I cannot be more excited. It's going to take a while to get the Rings of Boreas, because that's 6 rings to get her triple crowned. But yeah, there we go. So we got that one to hold on to, just in case I get the Catalyst Fontaine weapon relatively early, so I can already do that. You know what? The Hakushin ring probably would be a nice Miko support type of weapon, especially with that weapon skill title, the Sakura Saigu. You know what? Call me crazy, but maybe a Hakushin ring Miko on an Aggravate team could be pretty interesting. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. Sort of this team building and comp theorizing thing that I do from time to time is something that I do like about this game, but I'll have to give it some more thought another day, because I actually have some stuff that I need to get to today, and I think this video is going to be actually relatively shorter than normal. I know I said that yesterday, but it ended up being almost 20 minutes, so I actually need to like cut this here and start getting to some of the other stuff that I have planned. But with that being said, I would like to thank you all so very much for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, just something kind of chill for today, be sure to subscribe. Gonna be doing some pretty much daily uploading of Genshin and some other games as well. And yeah, I'll be here. I just need to get to other stuff that I need to get to today. And I will hopefully be around tomorrow as well. But I'm not going anywhere as far as I know as of right now. I do want to keep on uploading for you guys. But with that being said, thank you guys once again for sticking around. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.
Rebuild.